What's up, guys? So this video is going to be about the infamous electronic truck mount. Some people love them, some people hate them. Usually the people that hate them are gasoline truck mount owners, right? They hate to find out that all the money they spent on these gasoline truck mounts, they could have saved half the money buying electronic and did the same thing. So yeah, they're not going to be happy with the electronic truck mount. They're going to find any option, any opportunity to knock them to justify their purchase. Okay, and the people that love them are people that actually didn't have the finances to purchase a gasoline truck mount. They just started business. That $25,000 ticket is a really hard pill to swallow. If you really don't have your business built and you're not sure if that phone's going to keep ringing, okay, so that could be a deal breaker. That could be the number that makes you not even start your own business. You find something else to do. Work more overtime. So the advantages of these electronic truck mounts is you have the versatility. You can leave them in your van or your truck or your minivan. Again, it doesn't have to be a full-size van like a gasoline truck mount. Or you can bring them out, okay? It has the power, the vacuum, the PSI to be able to clean tile, carpet, upholstery. You're not going to be bringing them in your customer's home with the loud noises and chaos. This is the reason why people who purchase these things love them. Okay? Now, once you start getting that phone to ring, you start bringing in that income, and that stuff starts recurring, right? And you're thinking, okay, now I know how much money I pretty much make, right, a month. And now you can start justifying maybe buying a truck mount, right, and making those payments. But just diving in and buying a gasoline truck mount and you just a brand new one and you just start a business, yeah, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. Even for a lot of my students, most of my students I teach them how to build their business and get that phone to ring, but they still like, I want to go get an entry-level portable and start with that. And I say, no, don't do that. I say, don't do that, because that's $1,700, $2,000 you're going to spend on this portable. You're going to find out you don't like it. You're going to have to bring it in customers' homes. You're going to have to you're going to have to manually fill it, manually dump it. And it's not going to have the performance that you want, so you're not going to be able to clean tile. Right, the dry times are going to be longer, and you're going to end up buying something new or quitting. You're going to end up buying an electronic truck mount, just like I recommend, or buying a gasoline truck mount, okay? So that $2,000 is going to be sitting in your garage because nobody's going to want it, unless they have zero experience. And if you do sell it, it's going to be for half the price at the most. Okay? There's a place for these electronic truck mounts. And it's for startups, people that want to get quality equipment but not spend too much. Or for people that have one van and they want to set up another van for emergencies. Because when you have a gasoline truck mount, emergencies happen. And when those things go down, you're not going to be able to get that thing back on the road tomorrow. Or most of the time, not even within the first week. And sometimes a month or 2 months. It depends on how complex the problem is with this gasoline truck mounts. And if you got a mechanic near you, and how booked out they are. And on top of that, the money that you're going to have to be paying them. So you need a backup. The benefit of these electronic truck mounts, something goes bad, like a switch or something like that, you call the people who sold it to you, they shoot you out a replacement, like a switch or something, and you install that, you're back on action. You're back in action. You don't have to pay a mechanic to do the work for you. You don't have these long wait times. Money's just going down the drain because his phone's ringing. You can't help him. There's a place for these things. Now, 99% of the reviews that you see on YouTube are all positive about these Vortex lights that I recommend. Okay? I've yet to find anybody on YouTube talking bad about the Vortex Lite if they've actually used it. They're not expecting like a miracle. Where they're not expecting truck mount power, but they're surprised on the power that it does have. And that's what you want. You want the capability to be able to service your customers any way they need. Okay, so say you have an electronic truck mount. Okay, say the vacuum isn't as good as the gasoline. And by the way, if you never own a gasoline truck mount, you can't really compare anyway, right? Trust me, I got a gasoline truck mount. One of my students bought a portable truck mount that I recommended in my course, right? He came by here and we pulled out 150 feet of hose and it felt like my gasoline truck mount. Okay? Nice to know. So when I'm talking about this, I'm basing it off experience. Okay? He loves it. He loves it. He's surprised on how well it works, and So some people that I've heard in groups that have purchased one of these, well, I say one particular, okay, purchased a Vortex Lights, had it for a while, all right, didn't get it through, I don't think he got it through Magic Wand. The only reason why I say that because Magic Wand has great customer support. But he didn't have really good things to say about it. He didn't recommend it. And I strongly disagree with him. He was saying he recommends either starting out with a portable that you just bring in the house or a truck mount, no middle ground. That's just like contrary to what I teach and I believe. And I know from experience. This guy obviously has never had a entry-level portable. Okay? He obviously hasn't. Okay? So, being he said that just tells me that he doesn't have much experience in this. I think he said some switch problems that go out often. Okay? Well, maybe that's the case, or maybe there's something, maybe it's a defective something in that, narrow that down and get that replaced. But even then, you buy an extra switch when you order. Always have it on hand, changed out easily, quick. You don't miss a day of work. That's an easy problem to solve right there. And he said something about the setup time. Now, if it takes you 5 minutes to plug in some cords and start your generator up, if you're using a generator, what's 5 minutes? I mean, we're literally making between $100 and $400 an hour doing this business. 5 minutes is nothing. Okay. Now, another concern was he said that he can't do more than 2-3 jobs a day with it because of the capability of it, which I totally disagree. And even if it took you 8 hours to do 3 jobs, which, man, you're moving like a turtle, you're still gonna make $1,000 plus that day. How much you making? I mean, people that haven't started their business yet, working for someone, how much you making a day? What would you give to be able to work 8 hours and make $1,000? Right? Yeah. So a lot of this has to do with technique. Okay, a lot of people, they overdo things sometimes when they clean carpets. It takes them way longer than it should. Okay, 90% of my jobs take less than an hour and a half for me to do. Okay, my average carpet cleaning job is about 350, 300. Okay, average. So yesterday I did a carpet cleaning job by myself. Took me an hour and a half, $550. Guy gave me a $50 tip. Okay, I had 2 jobs yesterday. I made over $1,000. 3.5 hours work. Do the numbers, guys. By myself, both those jobs, both large homes. Okay, the second job was tougher than the first job. But guys, electronic truck mount has its place. Okay, now if you know how to get the phone to ring and you got it ringing and things are going right, you want to get that gasoline truck mount. I mean, go for it. Go for it. But if that's not your situation, what are your options? You only have 2 options: electronic truck mount or gasoline truck mount. Portable should not be an option, not unless you're just cleaning office buildings with it. Okay, or you're inside banks. I don't have any bank accounts. Bank accounts. Got bank accounts, but no bank maintenance accounts, and nor do I need it. Okay, so these are your options, guys. All right, so Magic Wand Company offers Vortex Lite, and the customer service is amazing. He knows everything about the product. Any question you have about it or concerns you have about it, ask him about it. Let him know Green Rhino sent you, and you're going to get a free sprayer, special pricing. And if you're a student of mine, same thing. Okay, you're gonna get free sprayer with that. So make sure you say Green Rhino sent you, because if you don't, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. I'm passionate about this because I know what it's like to build your own business and how it could be a life-changing experience. It was for me, and it is for so many others. So go ahead and check that out. If you got any questions, give Magic Wand Company a call, or use a link down below my video, and you can get a direct link to the webpage, and it shows you all the packages they have. So you can get just a machine, or you can move on up with your budget, right? So yeah, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.